Well, the interview my partner was waiting for is finally here, as you can see.
You've got the sweet tooth more than me. Well, a bakery school at a high school in Tembisa here in Gauteng has been launched to equip students with new skills.
25 learners will graduate with both a matric certificate and an industry-recognized technical qualification.
And hopefully they can just walk into that wonderful job or do it for themselves. This, of course, will prepare them for the next step in their careers. We're joined for more on this in the studio by Emily Motaung, a teacher from the bakery school, and Richard Kuppan, who is a bakery school South Africa's training manager and spokesperson. Richard and Emily, good morning and welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us about where is the bakery school and how does one get involved?
The bakery school is based in Tembisa. It's part of a secondary school, Masi Sebenze. So we subleased a portion of the property and we developed the bakery school there.
Why did you do that?
It was important for us to take the skill to the school. And the students at the school are the beneficiaries of the project.
So they are trained in what? What do you train them in?
Okay, we train them in bread, rolls, confectionery, tarts, cakes, and chocolate, the first in an emerging market.
I saw your press release earlier and I was asking my partner, what's the difference between a baker and a confectioner? Because I see you train people to do bakery and confectionery.
So a baker will focus mostly on bread and rolls,
okay,
and a confectioner will focus on cakes and tarts.
Ah, you were right.
Specialities.
I know.
As usual.
Well, let's hear from Emily and let's hear about, I mean, just, is everyone a natural baker? If you're not a natural baker, if you don't know, can you become a baker? Just in your experience as a teacher, I want to know whether, you know, you have to have a certain passion for carbs and cake and sweets and sugar and all of that.
Okay, yeah, you have to be, you have to know what you're doing. Like for an example, when I grew up baking. I love baking. From my background, my mother used to say, let's bake, let's do this. And so I learned from that. And then from now, I said, you know what, I want to do baking because the opportunity came from Chipkins and QF level 2. So I applied and joined the baking because I knew that it's something that I love and I'm passionate about it. So yeah, if you love baking, then you can go somewhere.
So the students who are there in the school now in Tembisa at the Masisebenze Secondary School, did you choose them based on passion? How did you select them? You know, because it's a group of 25.
Sure.
Yes.
So we started the process. We approached all the grade 11s and we asked them to do a motivation. Based on the motivation, a motivational letter, we shortlisted those that had a clear passion. And then we consulted with teachers to look at their results as well. Because one must bear in mind that the students go to normal school in the day.
Yeah.
And
this is after hours.
Correct.
Okay.
After hours, we did the full 4-hour qualification. And then we shortlisted our 25.
Is this Chipkins and Piratu's first school in South Africa?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you planning to do more?
Not at this stage. We've done more in other countries, Mexico, Brazil, and India. So we followed that model and we adapted that into South Africa.
Okay, so Emily, what do you equip them with the skills to actually do? Do they start this course with the intent to take this further and this becomes a career for them? Is that the aim?
Yes, the aim is they must learn more so that our Chipkins Piratos has a certain, they gave them the opportunity that if they learn more and then they become proud bakers, they'll employ them permanently. Yes.
Okay. You know, what is that at the corner there?
It's a Chelsea bar.
Yeah, I remember Chelsea bar. You know, it was my best cake when I was growing up. I can't eat that anymore. That nice Chelsea bun on a cold, high-felt winter morning in Johannesburg with a cup of coffee.
Of coffee. So that's why you have the problem.
So that's
Chelsea buns did you eat when you
and then the other stuff with the white stuff in it.
Yeah, those are very interesting.
Those are cream buns.
Cream buns.
Yes.
Cream buns. And then the other ones on this side, they look that looks like it's custard.
That's
bun.
custard.
I love custard. That's my favorite. Anything with a custard filling.
Yeah, and then you got a muffin there.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a fruitful muffin, a strawberry muffin.
Strawberry muffin. And then breads. I mean, very few people can resist a lovely slice of bread with some butter, the smell of bread. And we're both wheat. We both have wheat issues.
Okay.
So,
smell.
so do they enjoy? Which part do you find that your students enjoy more, Emily? I mean, seeing your own loaf of bread come out of an oven must be some kind of joy. But then that is a different story altogether, the fancy stuff.
Okay. We have started because we haven't baked some of the product with them because it's first term.
Yeah.
So we've been doing a lot of theory. So practical, they did only muffins and Swiss rolls, cream buns and Chelsea bun.
And how disastrous is it on the first try? Or do they get it right mostly?
Quite surprisingly, most of them did very well.
They did very well.
They probably had a good teacher.
Oh, well done.
They definitely had a good teacher. I mean,
so now at the school, this is the first time you're doing it. So next year, I suppose you'll continue with the same school.
So Dan, the intention is the beneficiaries will always be the students at the school. So this year we got an intake of 25. In October we'll do a shortlist for another 25 for 2020. And then in 2020 there'll be 50 beneficiaries at any given time on the project.
Okay, now final question very quickly. Do you then help them into employment after this?
Oh, that's great.
That's the idea. We employ the top performers into our business, and the balance of those learners, we try to absorb them into our customer base. And we already had a lot of attention from the media that we got. A lot of our customers actually want them into the business. We got a waiting list already.
Okay, so the top performers are guaranteed jobs with yourselves, and then the others you try and feed into the industry.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great
It's wonderful.
stuff. Well, our crew can't wait to get to these, which means we have to go to weather now. And thank you very much. That's
The good thing is that we are the ones who are going to distribute.
We'll
so
decide
the
who gets
crew
some
better be
muffins.
nice to us.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not getting anything.
So let's go to Annika.